We urge you to read this disclaimer before viewing the video or practicing the techniques depicted therein. ITC Hotels presents the Wellbeing Master Series by Kaya Kalp. Responsible luxury is where world-class luxury experiences address the needs of well-being and safety through responsible practices which are in harmony with the environment and society. The Master Series, presented by Kaya Kalp, is an endeavor to promote well-being in a holistic manner, and resident masters at Kaya Kalp share some of their knowledge and expertise on a variety of subjects. Each 30-minute session includes a talk on the selected subject and simple demonstrations. In this episode, Dr. Mamtha Ismail presents Palm Reflexology, which is a powerful technique to boost immunity, physical energy and vitality. Dr. Mamtha Ismail is the resident naturopathy physician at ITC Grand Chola, Chennai.
Namaste. I am Dr. Mamtha, a naturopathy and yoga physician, a Wellbeing Master from ITC Grand Chola, Chennai. Thank you all for being a part of this session. Difficult times like this has made us rethink how important well-being is. Today here I am in front of you to give you an insight of what Palm Reflexology is and how it may help you to boost your immune system and vitality. Introduction to Reflexology. Reflexology is a theory in which we target points which correspond directly into the different internal organs as well as our muscular, circulatory, skeletal and the nervous system. Any blockage in the energy flow within the body might result in illnesses, stress and addictions which may not allow you to function properly. Reflexology is nothing but an alternative system of medicine like naturopathy, Ayurveda, homeopathy, Siddha and Unani, etc. But here we apply pressure with the thumb, fingers and some hand techniques which will help us to stimulate the body and improve the immunity and also improve the vitality of the body. This reflexology also works on these reflex areas and different zones, which we mean that they have a mirror image on the feet and the hand. Relaxation techniques for the palm. We all know that before going for any spa treatment or any other foot reflexology or any body treatments, we make sure first we relax ourselves. It is the same way that before going for a palm reflexology, we are supposed to relax our palms. The first thing you have to keep in mind is please do not wear rings while going for a palm reflexology. Keep it aside and then all you have to do is take both the fingers and just interlock them and slowly stretch. Okay, you're stretching your fingers and then you can smile, slightly twist and you can hear the mild cracking sounds, and that is how you relax. You relax your fingers. Okay, and once the fingers are relaxed, the next technique is you can give thumb walk. Thumb walk is nothing but you walk your thumb through your palms. You can see that it's mildly done, no much pressure. It is just to make sure that you are paying importance to all the parts in your palm and just give them the feel of touch. So palm walking is nothing but walking your palm through the whole palm. The next is slight massage. We can always give slight massage to your palms in order to just boost your palms. You can slowly go up to your fingers. See, very mildly, and you feel the soothing effect and relaxation. Then we do the palming. Palming is another relaxation technique which helps to increase the blood circulation, also makes your palms warm. So while somebody is performing a palm reflexology, it is not that damn cold they touch your palms. Your palms are quite warm and you feel the warmth of the touch and you will feel more soothing. The next is the crisscross. We just crisscross your fingers, and just give a light pressure and then relax your palms. So these are the initial relaxation techniques which we do before going for palm reflexology. First, remember that please take off all the jewelry which you wear in your palms and then get into the relaxation techniques if you want to completely feel the effect of the relaxation. Once this is done, now I'm going to take you through the techniques how to perform reflexology. It is very, very simple, and these are techniques which everybody can do it at home. While I am showing it to you, you can always practice at wherever you are. This can be done at work, at home, while watching TV or in a movie theatre. Whenever you feel a little lethargic, you feel that some part of your body is paining, aching, or I'm having a headache, etc., you can always stimulate the reflex points. For that, these are the very simple techniques which helps to stimulate. First is, we all know that thumb pressure is the most simplest technique in order to activate your reflex points. So just press your thumb on any recommended point or the point which has been decided and give nice pressure, thumb pressure. We think that the thumb cannot give much pressure, but you trust me, the thumb can always give a good pressure. And because the palms are very soft and the layer of the skin is very mild, it really goes deep into the reflex points and directly activates the internal organs. So this is one technique which is called as the thumb pressure. Okay, just apply thumb pressure. Then the next is, we also can apply pressure with the other fingers. Okay, see why we give thumb pressure here, we can activate these fingers as well. These pressure points also can be activated. So these fingers are also used to activate different. Certain points will give better effect when it is done on both the sides. So that's how the other fingers also helps to give pressure. Then comes the thumb walk. Thumb walk is a very relaxing technique, as well as it is a very, very useful technique, and it gives results immediately if anybody is having backache. So thumb walk is the best. Just walk through the lateral part of your thumb. It directly has an impact on your vertebrae. So this is called as thumb technique, thumb walk. So just walk, giving pressure and just going upward. You can even come downward, not a problem. So this is called as the thumb walk. The next technique is massage. You can give massage of your palm in whichever way you want, as long as your palms feel really nice. So you can give light rotation movements clockwise and anti-clockwise. You can give rotation of the fingers clockwise, anti-clockwise. You can give pressure with both the fingers. If you feel that there is a little tenderness in any part while giving this pressure, it shows that that area is a little bit affected or the energy flow is not proper. So what you do is concentrate for some more time on that particular area. Maybe generally if we do a palm reflexology or a pressure point for 30 to 40 seconds, just take a break for 5 seconds and then again start stimulating that point for the next 2 to 3 rounds. You will notice that the tenderness slowly comes down. That shows that that particular organ is activated and it has free flow of energy and blood supply. So far I took you through the different relaxation techniques, the techniques how to perform palm reflexology. But now we are going into a very critical portion which is called palm reflex points. So I am going to take you through the reflex points which are located in both the palms, the right and the left. The very simple method of learning palm reflexology is, just imagine your right palm represents the right side of your body, whereas your left palm represents the left side of your body. So make sure that you have a pen and paper so that you can note down these points, but otherwise it is very easy. If you have a clear idea of what are the organs on the right side, well and good, it's very easy to learn. By the end of the session, you will be clear with what points are located where. Or if you have no idea of the location of the organs, then you can always note it down. So now let's start with the right palm. Okay, so first point is the brain. So we start from the head and then gradually go towards the lower part of the body. So now we start with the point on the thumb, the upper point on the thumb, which represents the brain. So brain, we have 3 points. One is in the thumb, the tip of the index finger and tip of the middle finger. So we have 3 points for the brain. Okay, so these are the 3 points of the brain. Then coming to the next point is the head and the pituitary gland. The thumb represents the head and the pituitary gland. So the head and the pituitary gland, which is in the base of the brain. So we have these 2 points at the just below the brain. Whereas in the index finger and the middle finger, we have 2 sinus points on the either sides. Just below the brain we have the sinus points, because you know that we have lots of sinus points inside our skull. So that represents these sinus points. And just below the sinus points we have the eyes, which is just located just below the sinus point in the index finger, and we have the ears, which are located in just below the sinus point in the middle finger. So let me take once again, that is the brain has 3 points, that is 1, 2 and 3, that is the thumb, index and the middle finger, the tips, and the thumb has the head and the pituitary gland just below the brain points, whereas the index finger has the sinus point just below the brain and it has the eyes, whereas the middle finger, it has the sinus points and just below the sinus points are the ears. Then we have few more sinus points which are located in all the 4 fingers other than the thumb. So we have the sinus points here 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is almost located on the face. Okay, we know that we have different, when somebody is suffering from sinusitis, we have this congestion pain around the eyes, around the nose, on the cheeks. So all these points represent those sinus points on the face. So, and then comes to our neck and thyroid. So the base of the thumb represents the neck and the thyroid gland. And now coming to the shoulders, the tip of the little finger or the tip of the little finger or the joint of the little finger, it represents the shoulder. So now the upper portion of the body up to your neck or up to your shoulder is being covered now. So the brain is covered, head is covered, thyroid is covered, and then the neck and the pituitary is covered, the neck and the thyroid is covered. Then coming to the index finger, the brain, sinus, eyes and again the sinus points are covered. The middle finger, the brain, sinus points, then the ears and again the sinus points. In the last 2 fingers, the ring finger and the little finger, we only have sinus points. And the tip of the little finger, we have the shoulder joint or the shoulders. So the upper portion of the body is covered here. So if you have headache, just start giving pressure on this point which represents the head. If you have congestion of your sinus, start giving pressure on your sinus points. Okay. give nice pressure on your sinus points. You can even use these sinus points. Sometimes you have that banging pain because of sinusitis inside your head. For that, these points works wonders. So now the upper portion is over. Now we are going to the thoracic or the lungs. So the point comes just once your shoulder is over here, the space between your shoulder and the neck, just below the neck, is the lung points. So you have the lung point here. If you have any difficulty in breathing, people having asthma, pneumonia, all these cases you can have you can start activating the lung points. It is quite a big portion because it starts from the end of the shoulders up to the end of the neck. So it's quite a big point. Then just below the lungs we have the diaphragm. You know that the diaphragm separates the upper thoracic region, that is the upper respiratory tract, from the abdominal organs. So we have the diaphragm here. And then at the base of the little finger again we have a portion which is the liver. The liver, inside the liver we have a small point for the gallbladder as well, because we know that the liver and gallbladder are very closely located. Even the points are very closely located. Whereas you are coming into the right side, we have the right kidney. This is the point for the kidney. And one more important thing which lies on the lateral side of the thumb is your top of the spine starts from here, this point, and slowly it tapers down till your wrist. So the whole spinal cord is here on the lateral side of the thumb. So now we have covered the lungs, then the liver and the gallbladder here, then the kidney. From the kidney it really connects down towards the bladder, which is located here. And then we have a line or a line of points which is called as the intestine. So just below the liver, gallbladder and the kidney, we have a line we have points which covers the intestine. So it's the whole portion, it covers the intestine. Like the lungs, it's a long line, same way the intestines are covered here. As we come down, then we have the hip joint. Just below the liver, gallbladder, intestine, we have the hip joint here, hip here. And then coming down again we have the ovaries and the testis. So these are the basic points which are located in the right palm. Now we are almost ready to perform reflexology either on us, or even if you want to perform reflexology on others, palm reflexology on others is almost possible. And I was thinking like, what are the small tips I can give you before I wind up my session? So which are the basic ailments which we all go through on a daily basis or in our daily lives in this busy schedule. So first let me pick indigestion or digestion problems. So we have the $1 million golf ball technique, which is that take a small ball, place it in between your palms and just roll it. So okay, you roll it. Why do we roll it here? Because now you are aware that all our internal organs or anything related to our digestion, the stomach, the pancreas, the intestine, the spleen, etc., everything is located here. So just take a small ball or a golf ball, just place it and just give a rotation clockwise and anti-clockwise, which helps to stimulate all the reflex points in the abdominal area. You can do it for either 2 to 3 times a day, and you can just keep doing it for 5 to 6 rotation clockwise and anti-clockwise. This will help you to activate. If there is indigestion, it will help to improve your digestion. If there is stagnation of blood supply, it will improve your blood supply to that particular area. If you have gastritis, it will release the gas because the energy flow will be better. The blood flow or the oxygen flow will also be better to these specific areas. This is one. Then second one, when we have congestion, sinusitis, most of them are in the AC throughout the day, and then suddenly we are exposed outside due to the dust allergy, we have suffocation, we have congestion. When we wash our hair, people, because of cold water, some people get congestion. So we know that. Now what is the point to relieve this congestion. So one thing is you can activate all your sinus points which are located in the fingers. You can either give nice thumb pressure. You might feel a little tenderness if you have sinusitis at that particular time. But then as you give pressure, the pain will slowly start relieving, or the tenderness slowly starts relieving. And then also if you have difficulty or discomfort in breathing, you can always activate your lung points. See, when I activate, I have a little bit of tenderness. I think I have some congestion somewhere, but this is a good sign that the lung point is activated directly, and as you give pressure, you feel it's more soothing, and also you feel that the congestion is relieved. And then one of the most important is backache. We all have been sitting for a long time. I've been sitting for a long time for this shoots, so I have like a little bit of stiff back right now. So it's the same way for each one of you. We all sit for a long time, and now due to this lockdown, I'm sure that most of us are sitting in front of the system in one room. We're not supposed to even breathe. We can't even breathe out properly, can't go into another room because the whole family is there. There's lots of noise there. So we all are locked up in one single room, sitting on a chair. So for stiffness of the spine, the best point is, as you all know, that this is our spine point, or the whole spine is located at the lateral part of your thumb. So all you can do is just start activating this point by thumb walk. We all know the technique, thumb walk, so it's very easy. Just start activating till the tip of the spine. So we know that the tip of the spine is also located here. So we start from here, we go upward and downward movements. It helps to relieve the congestion in the lumbar, vertebrae, thoracic region, everywhere. The whole spine is being activated like this. So give pressure, nice pressure. If you feel tender, I feel a little tender here because I've been sitting here for the whole day. So it is really going to give me a lot of relief as I start giving pressure to this point as well. Then comes insomnia. Insomnia is one case in which most of us suffer. No proper sleep, okay? If you ask 10 people who sleeps well, I think most of, at least 6 would say that, I don't have a sound sleep. So there are different techniques or different reflex points to just improve your sleep. So the best point, I would say, just one point which helps you to improve your sleep is just start activating the pituitary gland. You know that the pituitary gland is located in the right side of the palm. So just start giving pressure on the pituitary gland nicely. Give a good pressure. But I'm not asking you to break your bones, but give nice good pressure, give nice anti-clockwise, clockwise direction. Stay for 50 to 60 seconds, maybe for a minute is also fine. Then take a breather, and after 5 to 6 seconds again start giving this. This will help you to improve your sleep as well. I hope everybody is clear with today's in-depth of Palm Reflexology, and stay tuned with us because we are in the process of having this Wellbeing series conducted by different Wellbeing Masters, and please wait for our next sessions. Thank you all for being with us so far, and we look forward that you will stay with us with this journey throughout with the ITC Hotels. Thank you.